Strategic Security and Defense. XRSSD Mission. Please feel free to download the integral text in PDF format by clicking here. Agency develops missions for space research and the application of plasma techniques in the deep space, but also prepares the industrial and technological tools. 7 patents writing, applicable to the Moon satellite, but also for other planets and satellites. From this point of view and consequently to the inherent level of risk, we consider that security and safety are the absolute fundamental core of our missions. At the human level, at research and development and conception levels, at technological level, and fundamentally at strategic level. This is the way the missions of Glycan Space XR will validly contribute to colonization in the solar system and beyond. Deep space, Glycan Space XR primordial land. The extreme vacuum existing in the deep space represents the ideal conditions for the creation of plasma, both theoretical, experimental, and industrial. See the attached tables below. It should be noted that on Earth the contamination of the high vacuum originates from the nanoparticles of the vacuum pumps and O-rings and nanodistortion of the parts exposed to an ultra-high vacuum and the crystalline nature of the metals forming the alloys, which always contain impurities including oxygen, which link to alloys, rebroadcast in the vacuum enclosures. Agency technologies should use ultra-pure alloys of the order of 99.99%. We are limited on Earth to 99.55%. These ultra-pure materials will be obtained in the deep space or in the helio-TOR orbital stations. In the deep space the obtained vacuum values are 104 lower than on the ground with conventional molecular or diffusion pumping systems, so the background noise associated with the mean free path of a particle can be considerable, 105 km to 107 km. The deep space away from a plasma wind star contains only 1 to 3 atoms of hydrogen per cm3. These low values make vacuum a considerable scientific tool for space industries. Cryogenic conditions of the order of 5K to 10K favor the industrial exploitation of rare gases or certain rare earths, Ln3+, of which ytterbium, Yb, and elements of transitions. Elementary disclosure. At the theoretical level, the results obtained and the contracts between the industries and the international agencies and laboratories must be absolutely protected. We expect to use the new QM quantum machines for security and data protection, and defense. Glycan Space XR missions are affected by these necessary safety. Moreover, the conventional biometric protections will have to be improved and supplemented by genetic and radiative signature. This discussion is not part of this agency's public presentation. As indicated in our analysis, agency wants to move the physical and chemical industries into another industrial dimension in order to meet the needs of colonization in the solar system and beyond. Our expertise since 1979 to date should be able to help reach this new frontier with the help of national and international agencies and laboratories. It is therefore essential to train the engineers to these new security from the quantum machines. This will constitute a great intellectual passage, including for theoreticians, physicists, and mathematicians who will have to accustom themselves to the diversity of intelligence of matter and energy. Indeed, our terrestrial binary logic is based on the values of the bytes 1 or 0. Imagine an algorithmic technology which would use the values 1 to 0 but also the variables to be classified trivially as maybe to the number of 8 to 64, therefore more than 2 bosons entangled serial, already discussed in XRIR mission. These hidden but pure variables observable in the repository would match the results of analyses with a much more acute logic even in the presentation of uncertainties. The results obtained would yield series of numbers and numerical positions but also Hamiltonians to interpret, as related to the analytical judgment of the obtained values. The quantum machines could match the results obtained with completely valid precession values with the experimental formalism of quantum mechanics. The quantum machines could match the results obtained with completely valid precession values with the experimental formalism of quantum mechanics. Cryptography security would then have an unprecedented powerful tool to secure XR missions, their transmissions, and storage of data on celestial objects and their satellites or in orbital stations as needed. We consider by the word defense the means used to protect vital programs, but also the compulsory response in order to limit the extent of possible damages and damage inflicted on missions remaining undisclosed.
Contact us at Glycan Industries LLC at glycangroup.com.